Hello everyone. Hello, happy Holi to everyone. Today also I changed the device. Okay, I switched to Windows to Mac. Let's see, my mic issue is still there or not. Okay, because I also felt that okay, if many people are saying this thing, then maybe it is the issue, and I really don't wanted to deal this issue for a long time. I don't wanted to stretch this topic. Okay, so in daily, right now we are looking at the this previous day high, okay, and we are really near to the Asia high because this Asia high is the last 3 days look back liquidity, okay, and I'm going to mark down this previous day, the Monday's PM session high. I'm just marking out the liquidity levels right now. I'm not going to decide the hard bias PM session high, okay. So if you see over here, this is the yesterday's PM session high, the Monday's PM session high. I will also mark down the yesterday's PM session high. PM session high. Okay, and this one will be the yesterday's previous day low. So this is the low we have formed. This low market has made at 1.15, where the it is not a session low. So this is also the suspect for today's, and we will also mark down the 730 low. This is the pre-market low for the liquidity purpose. So the main liquidity, it will be the Asia high for now and the previous day high. And if the market is going to extend, then we will look for the PM session high. We need to have some kind of confirmation after the 9:30. We also have to look where the manipulation is happening. Right now we are again into the range. If you check the weekly, we should take out this low, but we are inside the this big candle. Okay, this is the 2 February candle. I will mark down this range, high and low. Okay, so if you see, we have spent the 1 2 3 and fourth candle. This was the easiest drawn liquidity, but we have taken out this sell side liquidity. So if we have a 4-hour structure again, bearish, then only we are going to look for the bearish. Otherwise we will look for this equal highs. Also, if you check, the we do have a failure swings on this equal highs, and we do have a inefficiency also, this FEG and this FEG, and this FEGs are in a premium. And this will be the pre-market high. Right now, what I'm saying right now, we do have a bullish flag. If the bullish flag is going to fail like this, zigzag, and then it was easy to trade. But yesterday, what I was looking for in terms of drawn liquidity, market has literally the market has market has reversed from this area, and I was looking for the 1 hour inverse FEG, and market also tapped those areas after taking a stop loss. First, market has delivered the sell side liquidity, and then it goes to the buy side liquidity after the 10:30. This is where the new delivery has been started. By the way, my voice is good, right? Hello. Hi, MV. Hello. Hi. So right now, this one will be the good drawn liquidity for the short term. This one. Hey, I'm looking for the buy side, the Asia high, and also if you check the 1 hour, we do have a change in state of delivery. So if we get some structure on a 5 minute or a 15 minute, even the 1 hour, even the 1 minute or 2 minute inverse FEG, then we can target this high and the yesterday's Monday's this high, the Asia session high. Hello, happy Holi, Techno. Then we will wait for the good reversal, and then we can target the 730 low. We need to see the where the manipulation is happening first, and then we will target the opposite side of liquidity. My preferred bias for the today is the previous day high, and also the 4 hour. If you check the 4 hour, we do have a fair value gap over here. So this untapped fair value gap I am looking for if price is going to tag. Let me check what the ES has done. Hello Sunny, I'm good. How are you? I don't analyze the BTC, but after the market, I will do. if you check, we have taken out the buy side liquidity now, and also we are really near to the Asia high, where I think the market is going to tap this Asia high also, this one, and we was inside this fair value gap. I think previous day high will be the good target if we do the continuation to the buy side liquidity. I want to see how do we are going to have a fair value gap or not. I want to see the this fair value gap, okay, if it is going to hold and if market is going to give some reaction, it will be the high probability from this target to this high, this Asia high. If market is going to respect this, I just want to say how the fair value gap is going to react, because we have taken out the 830 low. That's why. Today also you guys have a issue with sound. Let me check on my device how the sound is. Let me check on my device how the sound is. No, the sound is really good on my device. I'm using the iPhone. It is really good. I think the problem is from your side only, because I literally changed the device for you guys, and the mic is in front of me only, almost a 5 centimeter distance. Okay, so let's focus on the trade first. Okay, future. I will figure out again. I will check the stream, and I will also figure out again. Sure. The drawn liquidity is the Asia high and the previous day high. This order block is not the high probability, but it is aligning with the pre-market high. That's But if the price was stepping to the fair value gap and if it was creating the order block, then this order block was the high probability order block. I will just wait for the more information, because we are forming the SMT with ES right now, and also we did not create any fair value gap. This is the 1 hour, and 1 hour is doing the continuation to the buy side liquidity, and we have tapped to the major buy side liquidity like an Asia high, because this is the important liquidity. If you go to the look back, 1, 2, and 3, this is the last 3 days liquidity look back. And also on electronic trading hours, regular trading hours, this is the PM session I where you can look for, but we just need a more information. That's why I told you we have a SMT, we need a more information. If we are flipping this gap, okay, this fair value gap, then the market has taken out the major buy side liquidity, the PM session high, the pre-market high, and the Asia high. And also we do have a SMT with ES. Then the price is going to do the continuation to the downside. This will be the short-term target. This is what I will look for if we have a breaker or something, or if we flip this gap very fast, then only. That's why the first 30 minutes is a really tricky one where the manipulation is going to happen, and you will just see, okay, we will look for over here or there. You need to have a confirmation. We need a confirmation. Daily chart is not clear right now. We are inside the previous day highs and lows. We have not taken out the any buy side liquidity or a sell side liquidity. And if you check the, we are also in a premium about the 00 and about the 830. That's why. And this is the nearest drawn liquidity, the pre-market low. If we are flipping this fair value gap, because what I am seeing right now, we still have some bullish momentum. We still have a bullish structure on a 5 minute, but we have a bearish structure right now, the small structure. If we break this low, it will be the bearish structure on a 1 minute. We have formed this bearish fair value gap. This was the first fair value gap. We do have it, and the small change in state of delivery. I just want to see how the this candle is going to form, and we have tapped the order block at this fair value gap. Okay, let's see if the price is closing to this order block. I will just wait and gather the more information. I'm going to do the one poll right now. Just want to know my so by the way, I talked with Abhishek. He also recommended me the good mic. I have ordered that mic, by the way. It is going to it will deliver tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Looking for this fair this lower. low resistance liquidity run, the 7 o'clock low. Bro, that mic literally cost like an 11,000 for me. The current one I'm using it, it cost me uh, I think 6,000 or 5,000, because the people has said this 56% had said yes. So I think the issue is really, it is the serious issue. If you guys does not understand what I'm saying, then if you are not if you can't listen it properly, then it is useless. I hope you understand this thing. Okay, so we have completely inverted this fair value gap. I want to see the displacement to the downside liquidity once we have taken out this low, the 930 low. And also I will use the ATH chart. We do have this equal lows also on a regular trading hour. The 5 minute is showing us the bearish signature right now, because this fair value gap is important because it has taken out this sell side liquidity, and this was the dealing range for the short term, this low to this high. This low is the most important low for us, the 930 low for this structure. Yeah, I have took the short position, the very small, very low risk, because it has not given me any FEG. This fair value gap was good, but we have not create we have not break the with a strong candle. That's why the small risk. But yeah, I have took a trade. My SL is over here, 24,947. If price is breaking this low, then I'm going to add the more position. Because if you guys ask me what is my bias and everything on a daily, I don't hold any strong bias. Okay. And also, if you check the 15 minute, right now we are bullish on a 15 minute, but once we flip this gap, we will be a bearish, the confirmation bearish. Then we can also look for this low or this low, the 3 o'clock low. But right now we are bearish on a 5 minute and the 1 minute. The two time frames are in a favor with us. And also the short term, this is the pre-market low as in draw on liquidity for the AM session. After the 930, we have taken out the buy side liquidity, and we also have the SMT with ES. If you check this high and this high, we have the higher high after the 930. That's why I trusted this inverse FEG and made a position for the sell. And this is the 15-minute FEG, the one I have marked. I think I should mm, put this thing in a chart so you guys can understand. So there are the reason, model, and everything. We should get a reaction from this breaker at least on a 5 minute. I will mark this breaker, this bearish breaker. Yeah, it is not showing the willingness, but that's why the risk is really small for me. Okay. And if we have a displacement with a fair value gap, then we can easily target this low. We need to have the fair value gap, then only you can trade. I took a trade because of the number of reasons, and I saw the opportunity, that's why I took it. We have a deep retracement. I'm expecting this as a retracement only. If we flip these gaps, then it will be nice. That's why you always have to look what is your risk management and the money management. If price is not showing what you wanna see, then you don't have to risk more. Techno, I can't say you should look for a buy or sell. I'm just showing you what I'm looking for. So it is just an educational thing. If anyone is making any loss or profit, they are the responsible. I'm going to wait for I'm going to wait for the more information before adding the one more trade. This week the I'm really struggling with trades this week because we have a big range in a overnight session, and I'm getting fucked up in a after the post AM session. Price is doing the back and forth again and again, even though if my draw and liquidity is correct. Previously, when the overnight session was having the small range or below the 200, we was having the really great price action. But right now, because of the the war and the geopolitical news, the market is really fucked up. It is not doing what it has to do. The ES has not taken out this fair value gap on a 1 minute. Let's see. MES. Hi. I have got my trade over here on this candle, waiting for the news, and then I will trade again. I will look for my bias again, and if market is going to show me anything, then check for the nearest draw on liquidity. Yeah, I took a one trade, okay, over here, and I saw the good rally, but it did not create any fair value gap, and then market just tapped the this 15-minute FEG, and we got a good reaction from this. But when the markets repriced to this fair value gap, I just did the BE on this candle, this one, because market has shifted this as an order block, and I saw, okay, we can flip this high again, and we can inverse this fair value gap. That's why I need a more information before buying or selling anything, before taking a trade. Hi, Musawir. If we are going to support this fair value gap or this order block, most likely we are going to look for this buy side liquidity, okay? And we can also hit this previous day high if we are going to respect this order block. I don't provide any call. I really don't provide any call. We do have a news. We are just waiting for the news. And let's see how the price is going to react. Okay. I don't need any commission. And also, I don't work as a commission, also. You don't need to do anything like this. The AM session always having the big trouble right now. And also, if you check the 15-minute, you're also not closing the wick with the body. ES is also getting bullish, and yeah, ES is also getting bullish if you see, and we have equal highs on ES. I think yeah, going to go for this previous day high and the PM session high only. Hello. Hi. I'm not speaking anything, Lokesh. I'm just observing the market right now. Again, we have a rough opening. Yeah. Nowadays, the AM session is not like the we used to trade the stop run and go for a buy or sell. Again, we have taken out the three highs. This one, and this one, and also above the 830. We are trading into the order block, the 4-hour order block. And don't forget, we do have a SMT. I want to see how the market is going to react on this IFEG and also the 5-minute candle. Anything can happen. That's why. What is this PA? You can't make money over here. I have a really small. I really have a very small model. Like, and really, you just have to need a stop run, market structure shift, or a change in state of delivery, or a IFEG, and I just enter into the trade and look for the nearest draw on liquidity as an session liquidity. And nowadays, the overnight session is really good, and we are getting fucked up in this AM session. The AM session is moving after the 10:30, and it is also in a consolidation most of the time. It will do the chop chop, and even if you see over here, we have not taken out the buy side liquidity, the previously high, and market is showing like this near the draw on liquidity or near the previously high. Exactly. If you are taking a loss from tomorrow, please stream the PM session. I know I don't trade the PM session. I also don't have experience in a PM session because of the time. I'm living in India, and those who don't know, the right now it is 8:36 p.m. You have to fix your first of all you have to fix your RR. You have to fix your losses also. If you're going to take more losses, and then it is going to be hard. And if you're not respecting your risk, if you see, okay, this day is not going to be good, or the bad day, or it is not a good day, then probably you're gambling. You have to learn how the price action is, which PDRAs are respecting, which PDRAs are not respecting. You have to see all of these things when you're going to trade. Because on a 5 minute, if you see, we have taken out the Asia high. I wanted to I wanted to make a position, but price taken out this thing in a one candle, and right now we only have a one draw on liquidity as a nearest draw on liquidity. It will be the previous day high, and once we break this previous day high, it is going to be the PM session high. Yeah, it will be the small scalp. Okay, it is not a bad idea because we have inverted this fair value gap also, and now we are getting bullish to the buy side liquidity. When you have a candle with a not a wick, if you check the 10 o'clock candle, we don't have a wick. That's why I think the price has ran to this low and it has created the 4-hour FEG, 4-hour wick, not a FEG, this wick, and we have a continuation to the buy side liquidity. I'm going to offload the one position over here. And price also tap to the previous day's opening range high. And this is the nearest high on a RTH high, RTH liquidity. Okay, I have kept my SL over here on this low. I will keep the eye over here and also over here. And this one, this is the three targets what we are looking for. It is a good target, by the way. The equal highs on this one, right? This is the yesterday's PM session high. This is what I said. Yesterday's PM session high. I want to see how the auto block is going to work. This one, this auto block. And my stop loss is over here, okay? 24,921 over here. Yeah, you have to check the if the order block is respecting or not. First of all, you have to check this thing, okay? And the second thing is you have to um, take the you need to have a some kind of stop run or the inverse FEG. For example, today was this one, okay? So if my directional bias was bullish, okay, let's say, and I wanted to run the price to this buy side liquidity at the opening, price done this thing, but it didn't does not continue did the continuation, right? But over here, if you see, we did not respected any fair value gap, right? And once we flip this gap, once we have a structure, and then you can look for the IFEG entries or IFEG entries, or you can look for this drop run. And if you have a market structure shift like this, and then you can look for the entries in the order blocks or the fair value gap. This is what you can do. Or the inverse FEG is the best one you can go for. Done Wayne on a long but difficult PF. Yeah, it is a difficult PA because I literally telling you that I never struggle on a AM session because I'm only trading the AM session for the last 2 years, and this recent months like in Jan, Feb, and March, even though I'm taking a payouts, but it is really hard days to manage. And also, if you are a fucking gambler, then you are done for the game because this price action is going to invite the over trading. And if you are not going to look for the any confirmation entries or any setups, then it is going to be hard, I'm telling you. If you see, it is not even taking out this previously high. It is literally struggling just to take this high. This is where I was looking for the draw. This is the shittiest price action you're going to trade because we are in a range right now. I hope this is the stop run and we can have some kind of continuation to the buy side liquidity. We have tapped to the IFEG. This was the IFEG. This was the first presented fair value gap also. We have flipped. This was the stop run. So I'm thinking that okay, we are going to have a run to the this previous day high. If you check the daily, this is the previous day high. And if you put the 50% little bit upper, we are going to have this thing as a PM session high. The 15-minute is for now we are saying that it is bullish. On a 5 minute, most likely we are going to make this down close candle as an order block. So this is the stop run I'm thinking, and we are going to go for the bullish momentum. And also in this leg, if you see, we have not created any fair value gap. We are inside this fair value gap. I will mark this. Yeah, I have entered in the IFG, this one, smaller one. This displacement has invited the excitement in a market, and people start thinking that okay, we are getting bearish again before running out the previous day high. That's why I was checking what this fair value gap is going to do. And once this candle has been flipped, I took an entry on this candle. Okay, so I have taken out the one position over here. I'm looking for this as a target, the external range liquidity, the 25,062, because if you check the RTH gap, this is the nearest draw on this is the nearest high, and also the ES is also supporting our bias, and my stop loss is at a break even on this low. If price is taking this low, I'm still happy. I'm expecting the small rally from here to here. And also let me use the fulcrum point. This is the low and this is the high. And we will use the graded swing. Mm, let me use the OTE. Okay. So the minus one standard deviation is near to the PM session high, the previous day, the equal highs basically. Okay, so my second target also hit, and I have booked the 100% over here on this high. Okay, and you can also look for this PM session high as a draw on liquidity. I will show my entry and my setup, my execution also. The price is most likely it is going to tap the equal highs and also the PM session high. So my first entry was over here, okay, and I almost hit the BE over here. It is just a $40 to $50 loss. And second entry I took on this IFEG inverse FEG. The first TP was over here, and the second TP was over here. This was the trade for today. I will keep this thing on this chart. The only thing is that I did not over risk on a second setup, but I made a good profit. By the way, those who take a long, please say the GG in the chat. Okay, so let me remove this thing. Okay, so I will explain you again. Okay, so first I was looking for this draw on liquidity. I hope you understand this because we have a stop run, we have inverted this fair value gap, and we also getting the reaction from the 5 minute, right? We have this really strong bearish candle on a 935 candle, and when the price did this thing, it has done the deep retracement, and once the price given some kind of retracement, but it was also respecting this fair value gap, right? Then I exited over here, almost a small loss on a second trade on a 10 o'clock candle. I just want to see how this IFEG is going to react. After creating the IFEG, I want to see how this fair value gap is going to react. If this fair value gap is going to flip, then only I'm going to look for the buy and look for the previous day high as a short-term target, and the external target will be the 25,062. And I show the draw on liquidity was the this is the nearest buy side liquidity, and also the PM session high is the major buy side liquidity. It is the session liquidity, that's why. And also this is the Monday's candle, previous day high, the current week high also, you can say. So there was the multiple reasons, and that's why I always tell you, you have to look how the market is going to react. I hope I have answered every question. If anyone has any doubt, you can ask me right now. We are going to close the stream after the 5 minutes, once the price is going to take the PM session high. Okay, so we have hit the Monday's high and the PM session high, the nearest draw on liquidity. It was today was the good day. We made a profit, not a huge profit, only the $400 on each account. It is not a huge, but if I was holding the setup till here, then it was nearly like an $600 to $700. But thank you very much, guys. And if anyone is buying any account from the Lucid or the Tradify or a TPT or even the MyFunded futures, use the code the PERK. And right now the hot deal is the Lucid only, because the Lucid has extended their deal till next month, so you can have the 40% discount. And those who have not claimed the 50K account, you can also buy those account for the just $65, the Lucid Flex account. Thank you very much, guys, for having me having in a live stream. Thank you very much. Bye bye, GG.